7 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hi, welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that post notification bell so that you'll know every time we upload. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Kush Online. We take the stress out of plus-size queens worrying about what to wear.
Maybe we just love like that. Times I don't want you around. You do something to make me smile, and it's hard for me to try to doubt.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to tonight's live presentation. I think I put the wrong date. I put the 10th live tomorrow night. I do apologize for that mishap. Actually, tonight is the night, and I did start a little late. I do apologize for that as well. So tonight we're going to talk about a live, and I want to shout out another channel, Monique Make You Laugh. She was talking about this video that she saw earlier today, so I went over to check the video out, and I just really had a um, visceral reaction to it. It was actually Miss Treasie talking about Peach, and I know a lot of people lately have been very critical of her, saying how her and Peach are a lot alike, things of that nature. And I mean, they are mother and daughter, so obviously they can have a lot of similarities, but one thing that I don't think people realize is we all have not only the ability, but the permission within ourselves to change who we are. Do I think Miss Tracy is a perfect person? No, but I do think she is a person who was very much tough, very much street savvy, and very much street, who then made the decision that she didn't want to be that person anymore. And so she changed that. And she's entitled to that. And a lot of times, although the things that Jasmine, my Jazzy Life, does sometimes is really off and awful, but at the same time, the things of her past, she also has the ability and the self permission, let me say it like that, to become a different person. Now, the problem with her is that a lot of the things that she does now show similarities in what she used to do, and that's why people don't give her the break that she could. Hey guys, guess what? Sorry about that. So with that being the case, that's why she get a lot of flack. Now I wanted to speak about her as well in tonight's broadcast. She and her sister, baby mama, is arguing online. A lot of people feel, why is Medusa making a comment on my Jazzy Life's video? I guess because she wanted to. And then Jasmine goes twice live to talk trash about Medusa, called her every B in the book. And I'm sitting here scratching my head and I'm asking myself, okay, she not with Chris anymore. Like, why do you have so much um smoke for this girl? She never messed with your man while he was with you. If anything, as a woman with children, you should have wanted Chris to be a part of his child's life. Now, maybe you two didn't see eye to eye for whatever reason. Me personally, I feel that Jasmine had an issue because Chris still liked Medusa, and she could tell. The fact that she was dishonest with Medusa about who Jasmine was, she didn't want her around. And when he would deal with Medusa, it's like he would downplay Jasmine's position with him. Things like that can give you the idealisms that this man has some type of interest with her. Also, that's the one child that he does not deal with. He still deals with LaKenya's children. And while he was with Jasmine, he dealt with her children. Now, her child, I'm sorry. Now, does he have a relationship with Stinkabug now? I think he has a small one, and I think he does just what he has to do to keep the interest there. Now, earlier today, I watched a video that Medusa did, kind of talking about Jasmine. Now, it is true what Medusa said on Jasmine's live. You don't grow a BBL, that's a surgical procedure. But I don't think, being that Medusa doesn't know Jasmine, what Jasmine meant. I'm quite sure she knew that. But the fact of the matter is, she was just saying that she lost so much weight that her bottom looks bigger. So Jasmine decides to go get a picture of Medusa and put it out there. It's like, Jasmine, you don't have anything better to do than to mess with this girl. Let me show y'all this video.
Talk about my body again. Talk about it again. Talk about it again. You want to talk about a female? You want to talk about a butt? A bitch that ain't got no ass, ain't got no room to talk. Talk about it again. You have no room to open your mouth. Shut up. That's flat as a board.
Jasmine, really? You took out enough time. This is day 2 of this back and forth. You took out enough time to go find a picture of Medusa and put it up. The thing about it is, Medusa's okay with her looks. You are the one that is not okay with how you look. You are insecure. And you feel a ways about this girl. Clearly, because when her and Chris parted, she went on about her business, and so did he. He stopped dealing with her. He stopped dealing with the child. He stopped dealing with everything. You literally begged Chris to be back with you. You begged him to come back with you. You tried to change your entire life into something that you thought that he would want, just for him to be with you. For you to feel that you have to change yourself, you really are in a bad situation. You really are in a low vibrational situation, because you should not be trying to change who you are for no man. If he can't love you being who you are, then he shouldn't be worthy of you or your child or your children. And then you talk trash to Medusa, saying that she's living with her mom and this, that, and the third, that you have a house. Jasmine, you just admitted to us that you got bad credit, you can't afford your house, and you're going to have to move, but you can't even afford to move. So you look like a whole fool in these streets, talking trash to a girl about what you got, and you can't even maintain it. You just had a repo for your car that you chose to give back, to go get a 4-seater car for a 6-seater family. Foolish. Now here you are, less than 6 months from breaking up with your baby's father, and you out here talking about going on coffee dates with somebody that you never had a date. Foolish. Now, when Medusa left the guy that she just had the baby by and went home to where her mother lived at, she had thousands of dollars in her pocket. What man had you out here like that? Now, it does seem like Philip did provide for the house. He did put money in the house. but y'all was barely making it. And you talk about being a content creator like it's the greatest job in the world, but you barely making it, boo. And I'm not dogging you. You are barely making it on what you have, but yet has the nerve to brag to the next person. If it wasn't for food stamps, you wouldn't be able to feed your children. If it wasn't for some kind of pantry, you wouldn't be able to feed your children. You got an income tax return and literally took your taxes and used it to put you in a situation to lose weight for yourself. You didn't do anything for your children. Now, this young lady is able to not only provide for her children, people saw how Chris treated her child and just wanted to do for her on GP. Because you out here consistently begging people. Every month since January, you have begged for something. And it's awful. Those of you who are here, please hit that like button for me and let me know where you're from. Please comment in the chat for me. I see we're kind of a small little crowd tonight, which is fine. But let me know where y'all from. Let me know who's in here. I hope you are enjoying the commentary. Like I said, I just wanted to speak on that situation with Jasmine because I really thought that is crazy. You want to brag on what you have, but you can't even make it off what you have. She literally is in the same spot that she was in 10 years ago, barely able to make it. And I think that is absolutely crazy. I can't speak for everybody, but I want to see her do amazing things. I think with a an audience of 50,000 consistent followers or subscribers, she should definitely be able to make 5 to 6 thousand a month. That's just my opinion. She has been on here a while. She should be able to know how many views she needs per month in order to make a certain amount of money. And I know at one point in time, her second channel, she used that money. She made sure she posted enough there to make sure that she was able to pay her rent. And then the rest of the money did whatever else. Maybe she needs to go back to doing that. What do you guys think about my Jazzy life? Do you think it's too soon for her to be dating? Do you think it's dumb that she's out here trying to argue with her ex's ex? Do you think that the reason Chris didn't mess with Medusa is because he still had unresolved feelings for her, or that he was angry about the fact that she kind of didn't let him have control of the relationship when he wanted to be done? uh he was done, but when she wanted to be done and he didn't, she was still done. Tell me what you guys think about that. Now, when I said I mentioned regretful parenting and jealousy. The jealousy is Jasmine. For Jasmine to really be going as hard as she is at Medusa, I feel she's jealous of Medusa. Medusa lives her life low key. She lives her life carefree. And Jasmine's every day is a struggle. She's always got some kind of drama. The fact that she's out here talking about she can't pay her rent and can't afford to stay where she is, dating should be the last thing on her mind. It really should be. But let me know, guys, what you think. Also, replay gang, if you will, let me know what you think as well. Now I'm gonna move on over to the next conversation, which is Peach McIntyre and her mom. Like I said, I wanted to shout out Monique Make You Laugh because she mentioned a 20-minute live that Miss Treasie did on her new channel, Rasta Queen. And when she mentioned it, she talked about Treasie talking about a young lady who um had someone's child and unalived the child. She did not treat the child well. She went on to talk about another woman who had a young child that had autism. This young child, the woman was really mean to the child. And she, I guess, knew the young lady's mother. And the mother was saying, I always talk to my daughter about the way she deals with and talks to her son. And Miss Treacy was like, she really shouldn't speak to the child like that. When a child has autism, sometimes they can't help how they act. So she went on to say she doesn't want her child to feel the way my child feels about me. Now, I didn't get a big snippet of the video. I actually thought I was recording it, but the fact of the matter is I was recording it on my phone, but it was actually playing on my television. So all it is just a blank. So this is the only piece that I have, but nonetheless, it is very important to the point that I'm making.
Stuff, just let them ike it out. I say a person with autism, they not like us. And I say, but miss, talk to your daughter. Tell her she don't want her son to hate her. She don't want her son to hate her right now. And I said, I want you to tell your daughter, go pull up a video. Go pull up a video. I say, because when our kids get older, I say, our kids bring up stuff to us. And I say, we might not even much remember what we done. I say, just like your daughter standing here doing this right now, and her son will throw this in her face 20, 30 years later, and she might not remember none of this, what she did. I said, but go tell her to pull up a video. I say, tell her to pull up this video about what my daughter talking about me. And I say, and I was sitting there crying, talking to the older lady. I said, she don't want to be feeling like me around here, having a child hate her. And I say, having a child saying that if you die right now and stuff. And I said, tell your daughter to go look at a video and she'll see.
So, that was very touching because I feel bad for her. Now, I want to talk about Peach and what she did and what she said for a minute. We can't we didn't live Peach's life. We weren't there when she was a child, and we can't say that her mother didn't do anything that was hurtful to her. But just from watching Peach and watching how she acts and the things that she says and does, this is my opinion of her. Number one, she probably did have several things go on that didn't happen the way she wanted them. I believe that Peach was very particular. I also believe that Peach was an angry child. She was a jealous hearted child, and she was a child who felt that she should be more entitled than she was. She was never happy. She complained about the likes of everything. And I think more so than her mother being mean and mistreating her, I think that she just didn't get from her mother what she felt she deserved. And I mean, as children, we can't tell our parents how to parent us. It's just not something that okay, Bobby Matson says that Peach posted a video of her at her mom's house cooking. I think she's reaching out. Not sure. Um Maybe that is her way of saying happy Mother's Day, because this is Mother's Day season. But as I was saying, um I think that she didn't get out of her childhood what she wanted. She thought that she should have a childhood where they traveled a lot, where they did a lot of things. that her mom should have done more for her than she did. Um, Her mother may have talked to her in a rude, disrespectful way. She may have cussed her. Maybe all of that is true. A lot of kids' moms cuss at them. Um, it just is what it is. Moms that curse usually curse when they talk to their children. And I mean, it, again, is what it is. I don't think that it was an abusive situation to the way that she Peach tries to make it seem. I think that she just didn't get what she wanted out of her mother, and that at this point of time she feels like that she doesn't have a need for her mom. And since she doesn't have a need for her, she doesn't feel a need to be nice, kind, or respectful to her. Another problem is that she knows if she at some point needs her mother, she's gonna be there regardless to what Peaches does. And that's kind of messed up. I mean, it just kind of is. And it's unfortunate for her because nobody should be disrespected and talked about the way that girl talks to her mother. Amy PJ, hi and welcome to the chat. She says your daughter is just disrespectful AF, Miss Treasie. She don't have autism. I have four boys. One, my youngest has autism. I did not make him. I don't make him treat MW bad. He actually loves MW, shows me and respects me. I'm not sure what. Oh, me. I don't treat him bad. He actually loves me, shows me respect. Is what I think you're trying to say. If that's not what you're trying to say, let me know, love. But that's true. Peach does not have any issues. Peach is who she wants to be. She's treating you in a disrespectful manner because she can. Because she's angry, she's unhappy with herself, she's unhappy with her life. She feels that she's owed way more than what she has. She has a horribly high sense of entitlement. And once she was put in a position that she made the money that she made, it just increased her level of entitlement. Hey, Ebony Locks, welcome to the chat. Guys, if you will, please hit that like button for me. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. Some kids have a disposition of feeling disrespected. Well, I don't know if that's Peach's situation or not. Her mother definitely has been there for her, and before she started being rude and disrespectful to her mother did a lot for her and her children, especially when she could not. That lady worked her butt off, and if them kids ever needed anything, she always went and got it for them. I think Miss Tracy tried her best to love the way she knew how. Did she make mistakes? Probably so. None of us are perfect. It just is what it is. Very true. At her age now, it's very unbelievable. Wood can get away with a whole lot. Exactly. But yeah, you want to call this woman out her name. She even talked about Wood's mama. And I don't know why he's okay with that. I don't know what he has going on within himself. But it is what it is. Because I mean, even from a guy who used to be abusive to go to where he is now, I mean, that's a big, change. And why? Hey, Erica, welcome to tonight's live. Hey, Buttercream, welcome to the live. Some women lash out at the child or children that look like their father. Yeah, especially when there's an issue. You're right, Buttercream. Tracy did a lot of things wrong. When we have children, there is no how to. That's true. But at the same time, Peach cannot be You as a child can't tell your mother how they need to parent you. The mother does the best that they can, and they use the know-how that they have. And that's the thing about it. Bobby Matson, I'm sorry, says jail was knocking at his door. Are you saying that's why he started keeping his doggone hands to himself? Now that's a smart reason to keep his hands to himself. That's for sure. That's definitely for sure. Kush Online offers cute, stylish clothes for women with character, charisma, and a whole lot of curves. Be sure to check out Kush. We take the stress. Delexis London says she needs to stop blaming everything on her childhood. She's grown and kids just break the generational curse. And that's true. Now, if she has issues that still bother her from childhood, she needs to go talk to a therapist. That is the person who can help her with her situation. I don't even think her mom can. Her mother can apologize for her part in it, but that's all she can do. But the thing is, you mothers do the best that they can. You can't tell her how to be your mother. And that's the thing that she doesn't seem to understand. And as a mother of her children, her job is to make sure whatever was bad in her childhood, she doesn't carry it on into her children. To be a better mother. Honey, you barely see her with her kids. You barely do. So, with that being the case, I mean, she's already starting bad because, you know, she said she spent a lot of time in her grandmother's house. Maybe she did. Well, she took that from her children. Her kids can't spend the time nowhere but at home by themselves with their brother. Period, point blank. And I mean, he doesn't even have a childhood. He's 16. He can't go hang with his relatives. He can't go hang with friends. He probably don't have no friends. And that's unfortunate. It really is. But it's sad to see her reflect back on that and how much she's hurt by it. I mean, does she deserve it? Nobody can say that. But I don't think that Peach had to be disrespectful to her mother. I don't think Peach should be disrespectful to her mother. She cannot deal with her mother and not be disrespectful. If you really are angered and hurt by what your mom did, leave her alone. Go on about your business. You ain't got to talk ugly to her. You ain't got to say the things that you said to her. Exactly. A 16-year-old should have the ability to socialize with their peers. But he got to be at home with your kids because you in the street all the time. Now I know a lot of her content is probably done in the daytime, so maybe he's not there every single day. But when they spending all night out and all night at the casino and stuff, you best believe who else is keeping the kids? She don't talk to nobody else. She has no other friends. All she has is her son. Mother's Day is coming around and she needs to understand every year as her kids get older, they will see things, they will hear things, and eventually they're going to be saying things. And the same just due that she gave her mama, who's to say one of her kids won't give her 10 times worse? And that's just being real about that. And like I said, it's unfortunate, but Miss Treasie is regretting things. And the thing is, she can't even look back and say, these are the things that I did that I regret. Don't do it. She can't even pinpoint a situation. Now, I'll be honest, Peach has said a lot of things about her mother, and some of the stories really haven't changed. So it does make you feel like there's some truth to what she's saying. But even if there is some truth to some things, I just find it hard to believe with the life her mother lived as while she was a young child that she would put her in her dirty bath water or whatever. Or uh she was saying something about scrubbing her neck with bleach because it was dark. Maybe she did. I don't know. But one thing that I do notice is that Peaches is dark. She's not as dark as her mother though. So if her mother ain't scrubbing her own neck, why would she scrub Peach? Like it makes no sense. But again, I'm not going to go too in detail with that because I wasn't there and I can't say what happened. She does put her kids on him, but when they're out together, there's no way she can put them on him because she's gone just like he's gone. Yes, she was out there. And she may have been hood, she may have been out in the streets, but that kind of goes back to the message or to the point I'm making. She had money to pay a water bill. Why would she bathe her daughter in dirty bath water? She kept Peach clean. She kept Peach dressed nice. She had way more money as a young mom than Peach did when she started out. Now, once Peach opened that business, at that point, she had a little bit of money. And let's be honest, her mother wore them doggone waist trainers and was one of her models. She helped her make that money and then worked with her to help her with the business. And then moving forward, she lost that business. She became a content creator. She made a sizable amount of money there as well. But she's back where she is. Now, from my understanding, Miss Treacy did stay with her at one point in time, save for a house, but I don't think she was ever in a position that she couldn't hold her own or do for her daughter when it was needed, or do for any of her grandchildren. So, with all of that being the case, I don't think she had to do half the things that Pete said she did. And I agree, Bobby. I agree. I mean, we can look and see what she does. Hides in the closet, hides in the room. Any cleaning up and thing we see him doing it because he's the one who probably lived in a clean house and that is what he wanted. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Miss Treacy's house wasn't clean because I don't know nothing about her. And if you watch her cooking videos, I mean, she clearly is very pristine and cleans as she goes. So I'm not trying to, throw her under the bus by any means. Peach is very entitled. Some people are entitled without even having a reason to be, and she just is who she is. She feels that she wants this or that. And from the moment that she started earning a lot of money, she became even more entitled. She feels that the fact of her having that money makes her above other people and deserve more. Just like the issue with the hairdresser. Because she helped that lady get money, she feel that lady owe her. She feels that that lady's going to consistently be indebted to her. That's just how she operates. How just me, the money from the race training business was not gonna last anyway. She admits she took it from her sister. True. Not only that, how she handled her business even then. I mean, it just she didn't put the effort in. Well, that could be true. That she made Peach go and help. Um, and I have heard her say that several times, and it's probably true. I mean, it probably is. There was time my mother had a cleaning business when I was young, and sometimes she would ask me. I think I went twice with her. She never made me, I don't think, or maybe she did. Heck, I don't remember at this point. But the point of it is that, I mean, those are similar situations. She seems scarred by her life. Peach think everybody owes her everything, but she owes nobody nothing, and that's the difference. If my mama did have me go with her, apparently it didn't bother me to the point that, oh my God, uh, you were the worst mama because I had to clean up. I mean, I just that's just not what I experienced with my mother. And then if I had homework, or had things to do, had events, had social gatherings or whatever, my mother wouldn't make me, miss out on my childhood to go and help her do whatever, was going on there. So that's another difference. And I don't think Treasie would have did that, but it's clear that Gregory McKay spends time at home taking care of his siblings. Now, let's be honest, he might want to. He does seem to love his mother, and he may want to help. And I guess that's fine if that's what he wants. But quite frankly, she should encourage him to be with his peers and enjoy his childhood. You only get one. Exactly, Juanita. And welcome to the chat, Juanita. If you are new here, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and everybody please hit the like button for me. Yeah, it's disrespectful to do that as well. But then you have to ask yourself, I get that people get into the fact that Peach has a lot of following, but come on, y'all. Y'all see the things that she do and how she act. She's volatile. You don't know what to expect from her. So the fact that they are sending their products and services to her to be promoted, I'm gonna call it a cuppy. It could go good or bad. And that's the truth. I watch her mom. I tend to take her side, except she needs therapy also. Peach has a mental illness and it needs to be treated. I really wanted her mom to put the camera down and really enjoy her vacay. Honey, let me tell you one thing I do notice about Miss Treacy. She knows how to get her some money. So now that she has a monetized channel, obviously it has helped her, because we've never seen her go on vacation before now. Not that they haven't been planning it for a while. I mean, but now that she sees what those checks can do, bring money in, make an impact in your life, she gonna get her bread. That lady, from the time that Peaches was a baby, was a hustler. She was in the streets for a period of time, admittingly so. um, she had a cleaning business, apparently. I mean, this lady has done what she had to, not only to make money for herself, to have extra money, and her husband works, has always worked, and she enjoys her life. She does enjoy the spoils of her life, instead of like Peaches. Peaches out here busting her butt, and you don't see her enjoying anything. The one time she took her kids on vacation to Georgia to Wolf Lodge, she spent $20 on the tickets. And that's probably the only reason that they went. And that's sad. She's made too much money to be out here conducting herself like she poor. And it's ridiculous. It's pitiful. And she's a jealous natured person. So everybody living better than her, she dislikes. Exactly. But she don't believe that. She doesn't believe that. She doesn't believe it, Passion Lisa, and it's unfortunate, but it's gonna be worse for her. Tracy had 3 kids, and only one feels like that. This girl got 7, and I'm willing to bet she's gonna have more than one feel the way she feels. Hi, Marie R. Welcome to the chat. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. I don't know why I always say purse. It always comes out like that. Post notifications. Hi, everyone. At 14 years old, our father had us loading car tires and separating truck tires. He taught us to make money instead of running the streets when school's out. You know, every different families do things different ways. I think that as a child, it's great to have had a way to make money, but I also think that you should have been able to enjoy being with your friends from time to time. So, I mean, every parent sees it different, and you sought value in that. And he let you make the money. Some kids have to work with their parents and don't even get to make any money. So for you, that was a blessing. So it was a value to you. And that's great. She is very selfish. Peaches is very selfish. She's very volatile and unforgiving and relentless in her pursuit of things. Hey, Joanna's Lifestyle. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, she is. Peach is not held to task on anything that she does. And I think that she's a jealous hearted person. And I think that her mother would do better to say nothing because she doesn't want to say anything negative about her daughter because they already don't get along. And she doesn't like the fact of not communicating with her daughter or her grandkids. That's hurtful to her. She loves her family. So, with that being the case, she's definitely not going to get out here and try to be honest and put things out here the way she should. So the best thing to do is say nothing. That way you won't have to worry about letting her get away with crap that she shouldn't get away with and things of that nature. Just leave it alone. That's the best thing for her to do in her current situation. Now once if they ever get to the point of communication and things like that and they can be honest, they should both go to therapy together. And then maybe at that point, but until Peach understands, she sometimes don't even hold her own self responsible. But until she understands what it is, Peach is consistently always going to be circling the drain, going downwards, not coming upwards. Well, people have been saying that, but let's be honest, her stomach is chunky. But one thing's for certain, and two things for sure, Passion Lisa. Time will definitely tell. So if she is, she dumb as hell. And I say that because she's not the type of mother that embraces motherhood. She's not at home a lot. You don't see her taking her kids out. You don't see her doing things, with her kids other than buying them stuff. So why have more kids when you couldn't even handle when Wood separated himself from them for a while, girl, that girl almost had a nervous breakdown. So why put yourself in a position to have more kids you can't take care of yourself? Well, Peach has not said she's pregnant, and I get that everybody feels she is because of her stomach being chunky, but she's been chunky. So again, like I just said, time will definitely tell on that. I mean, that's a non-disputed situation. Time is definitely gonna tell if she is. That's for sure. I hope she isn't either. Just because of the fact she already can't handle the ones that she has. And that little baby ain't even a year. And look how he got here. Look how she was negligent and didn't go to the doctor, admittingly so. That is awful. You say she has to do right by her oldest, but she's not doing right by her oldest. She's not. So, I mean, but he loves his mother. And I don't think he's going to, at this point anyway, speak out. But if he ever gets to that point, it would be an ugly situation. Yeah, I don't think she has to go to the island like that and be there for a week, that's a big deal. I mean, I don't know. I think he has family there, so they probably didn't have to pay to stay anywhere. But she took advantage, and they probably as a couple have a bucket list of things they want to do. And honey, she shared almost every moment she was gone, and she's gonna make that money. That's one thing that Miss Treacy knows well, and I believe her daughter does as well. Peach just ain't smart like her mama thinks she is. Because if she was smart, she definitely would not. I was just looking at a young lady, and she was saying that she's a wig influencer, E. Kane, and she said every month she puts $5,000 in her kids' accounts, five in one child and five in the other child. Neither of her children are over, I'm gonna say 6 or 7 years old. I don't think she had them when she was, I think, 18 and 19 or something like that, or 18 and 20, something around there. And she's now, I believe, 27. And she puts a sizable amount in those kids' accounts. These mamas ain't out here doing it like that. As a matter of fact, I put a short up today about her because the more I look at her man, the more he reminds me of Chris. Let me show it to y'all. I'm pulling it up here, guys, so I can show it to you. Meanwhile, at E. Kane's house.
Go get a job. Oh my God, bro. Show them your money.
Meanwhile, at E. Kane's house.
Go get a job. Oh my God, bro. Show them your money.
I was like, wow, wow. But yeah, that's Wood, and that was Chris when he was with Jasmine. Okay, Joanne, when you say so she is using it to make money, who are you referring to? The mother? Her mother is now monetized. She has a new channel. She has several, I think she has 14,000 subs, and yes, she is making money now. So when she goes live and cook and talk and stuff, yes, she is making money now. At one point she wasn't. She let that entire channel go, came over here, and now she's making money. I agree. They do need help, but I'm saying if they ever get back on one accord before they try to deal with each other on a personal basis, I feel like that they should talk to somebody because that girl done said a lot of hurtful stuff to her mama. Like, I will feel a ways. I mean, because it wasn't warranted. Well, she doesn't seem to value her life. She shows that every day with how she lives. It does look a little rounder, but again, like I said, if she is pregnant, I mean, we gonna know soon. She could have, because she could have just out of a 7 day week, she could have vlogged three and then spend time with her husband the rest of the time. Now, are you saying that you feel that Treasie is using her daughter to make money? Now, I do believe that Treasie has a following because of Peach, but I don't think she is quote unquote using her. People know of her and are basically in her business because she's Peach's mother. I don't think that she like name dropped or beefed with her or anything like that for the purpose of using her daughter. I think that, whatever happened just happened how it was. So that's just I don't know. I don't I mean, it just doesn't appear that way to me. Let me say it like that. But obviously I could be wrong. So yeah. It definitely could be wrong. Let me play this ad for y'all real quick. This video is sponsored by Kush Online, your home for cute, comfortable, curvy wear. Kush takes the stress out of getting dressed. Definitely. I mean, in essence, it does because what it people know that her mother's online and they go and they look for comments, they look for this, they look for that. The only reason I know of Miss Treasie is because of Peach, not because I just naturally gravitated somehow into her channel. It's because Peach talked about her mother and she pointed us to her mother. Now, um, I don't know. But I get what you're saying. Hold on one second, y'all. Now I ordered food forever ago, and today is Wednesday. No, today is Thursday. I don't know where my food is, y'all. I ordered food seemed like 10 years ago, and it's not here yet. Anyway, now I'll say this, Bobby. I feel like she shouldn't say anything. We know that she's not going to get out of here and say anything negative about her daughter, especially while they're not getting along. So the best thing for her to do is not to comment, just like how she was talking about the lady before the video clip I played y'all. What did she say? Tell the She told the lady to tell her daughter whatever. But what she don't realize, she talks about people who do commentary videos, but basically you doing commentary because you are commenting on something that has happened, that was done or said or that you saw. That's commentary. So you you are doing the very thing that you are complaining that other people are doing. And when it comes to your daughter, if you're not a commentator, why are you speaking about it? Y'all ain't friends. Y'all don't talk. And talking about her is definitely not gonna make the situation better. So leave it alone. I mean, it just is what it is. I do believe that she is mentally a child. Um, but I think that some of the stuff in her childhood, she's kind of misrepresenting it for the purpose of provoking emotion in people. Now, I don't think everything is a lie, but I think some of that stuff is an over exaggeration. But what would she have to be jealous of? I don't Mama Dukes, I don't really have a reference point there. But what would Tracy have to be jealous of? Peach makes money and can't even live past paycheck to paycheck. That Tracy has a better financial position than her daughter, so I guess I don't understand why she would be jealous. It just wouldn't make any sense to me. because she's more financially viable than her daughter. As much money as Peach has the ability to make, she still can't make it to the next month without being in trouble. Yeah, it was. It definitely was, Bobby. It not only out of line but grossly disrespectful. So yeah. Well, guys, I didn't want to hold you all long. Just wanted to step in here, just talk to you about that video. It kind of touched my heart. I do feel bad that Miss Treasie, is hurting so bad. Um, Peach don't need to rap about nothing. She thinks she is Rod Wave, and she be trying to make her music sound like that, but that's really, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a Florida girl, so the sound, it's not attractive to me. So I better keep my comments to myself. Yeah, she shouldn't be taking care of him. Um, and he should, if he loved her, want to be more involved in the financial aspects. Even if it's just to say, look, hun, we ain't gotta be broke every month. We can do this, we can do that. We should have a budget for uh gambling. We don't have to give everything away. And honestly, that's about the best thing, that they could do. At any rate, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the live for tonight. I do appreciate you guys coming in and chatting with me. Still on the mend with my eyes, feeling better though. And I do appreciate you guys for taking the time and coming to check me out. Also, if y'all like gambling, be sure to follow my gambling channel at Gamble with Mish. Well, Bobby, social media is not going nowhere, baby. It is not. There will consistently be more and more social media outlets, AI, the whole 9 yards. So I doubt it goes anywhere. But guys, what I do know is that I appreciate all of you. I really do. I appreciate you guys for listening to my videos, for coming to my lives, the whole 9 yards. I really appreciate you all. And I definitely hope that you enjoyed the commentary. If there's any questions or anybody that you want us to take a look at, you can definitely go over to my community wall and let me know there. Just respond under any of the posts there. You know, it's funny you say that. I learned that today. But the question is, if you put the same content on the same channel, is that considered reuse content? If you have content on one of your channels and you put it on the second channel exactly the same, it's definitely reuse content. But I, before today, was not aware that your own channel and your own content could still be considered you reused. I thought it was reused when it was someone else's that you are using without making significant edits. But factually speaking, that's not the case. It's still reused, even if it's your content. If it's on one channel and you put it on another, it is therefore considered reused unless you made a change to it. So that was a learning experience for me today. Um, so as you live, you learn. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so very much for checking out the channel tonight. I really do appreciate you all. Um, and I will definitely see you in the next one. I did put up a phone call for you guys earlier today. Go check that out and tell me what you think. Also, below that video, if I need to make a phone call to somebody else, let me know. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Kush Online offers cute, stylish clothes for women with character, charisma, and a whole lot of courage. Be sure to check out Kush. We take the stress out of getting dressed.